And the man accused of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old Enfield girl found dead in March didn't show up for his court hearing. Anthony Federline will now be back in court in October after a judge just continued his case.
Yeah, your reporter Logan Perone is live in Hartford for us, where advocates showed up outside the courthouse to show their support for the family.
Logan.
Brian and Kara, today's vigil was small. It was simple, but organizers say they are sending a clear message of support for Eve Rogers. The 12-year-old was found dead from an apparent Benadryl overdose in March of this year. Police charged Anthony Federline, Eve's stepfather, in connection to the case. He's facing 2 felony charges, including sexually assaulting Eve. Advocates and family members had signs supporting Eve outside the courthouse, saying they plan to be here for every one of Federline's hearings.
We are seeking justice for this little girl. There's a lot of questions that are unanswered, potentially other perpetrators, and really horrifying details that have come out even recently that are a horrible way to remember what was a beautiful, kind, sweet little girl.
So far, Federline is the only person who's been charged in connection to Eve's case. Eve Rogers' father was one of those few people outside the courtroom today. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 5, you'll hear from him for the first time. Your reporter live in Hartford, Logan Perone, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.